The government has maintained over 17,000 hectares of land in settlement areas of Sierra Leone. Kichoge and Kamwengoi were acquired through corruption and manipulation of records at the Ministry of Lands and the defunct County Council of Narok. According to the government, senior officials in government hived off huge pieces of land from the forest and sold them to some unsuspecting Kenyans. But as Enock Sikolia reports, former Narok County Council councilors claim that some of the land was dished out for political expediency.
The end of the forest here marks the beginning of human settlement in Sierra Leone. It is a serene place, but beneath this beauty are tussles over some 10,000 hectares of land between the government and people living in Sierra Leone, Kichoge and Kamwengoi areas of Masai Mara. For the government, these are critical water catchment areas that must be preserved at all cost.
Tunaona ikiendelea hivyo tutaendelea kupoteza hii msitu na itafika wakati kurudisha itakuwa ni ngumu sana.
Dixon Return, a senior warden with the Kenya Wildlife Service, is leading officers conducting the eviction exercise. Armed with his map, Return shows us how Masai Mara was invaded and the destruction that followed.
The group ranges are supposed to be out, and we have no issue with the group ranges because the size of the group ranges is known, it is documented, and everybody knows where they were supposed to end. But during the subdivision, they were ballooned, or the size of the group ranges, people just intentionally extended it into the forest land. And that is the area that we are calling it, it's an illegality.
Watu wengine wanasania kweli pengine sisi kwa forest. Hatuko kwa forest.
Return makes reference to beacons strategically placed on what used to be the border between forest land and the initial 5 ranches that were later subdivided. Now I'm standing at one of the beacons that is supposed to separate human settlement from the forest. According to the government, anyone living behind me is an invader of forest land and must leave. Besides the beacon, now there is a goalpost of the Kebeneti Primary School playing field. As per government, part of the school is forest land, same as thousands of homesteads that stretches beyond the school and past Sierra Leone Center.
So there are beacons that are run through these points. Hata kama ilitolewa kitambo. But to enter to the specific site and say here is where the beacon was put, can we dig here and find where the beacon is?
Sierra Leone residents dispute claims that they live in the forest. They showed us this cut line made of tea plantations.
Hatutaingia kwa msitu sababu msitu ndio ile hakuna mtu pande ile.
Huko?
Hakuna pande ile, watu wako Trasla pande hii.
Hivi ndio kurudi Trasla?
Hii kurudi mpaka Mulo pande ile Trasla.
Hivi ni msitu?
Ile ni msitu. Na hiyo ni msitu hiyo.
You put a cut line as a buffer zone between human settlement and the forest. But the cut line that was put there ilikuwa ni ukora. Kwa sababu huwezi kuweka cut line katikati ya msitu. So the cut line was put in between 2 forests. Meaning we are removing part of the forest to go outside what it is supposed to be.
Return claims that the illegality of expanding ranches into forest land was a well-choreographed scheme that involved ranch owners, senior politicians, and officers of the defunct Narok County. His statement echoed those that were made by a group of former councilors who attributed the invasion of Masai Mara to corruption.
Elisugumuzwa kwa mesa. Agasugumuzwa mimi tauzia nyinyi mashamba na nyinyi takuwa kunipatia kura.
Whether the former councillor sat and colluded and did something, our stand is these people have got title documents. The process that were used to get that is really not our problem because it's the government that gave these title documents.
Enock Sikolia, Citizen TV, Narok.